Hey, y'all, this is Callie, the author of Rock City 1 and 2, A Crazy Hood Love Story, and This Ain't a Love Story, and I'm on JRLive.
Hello, and thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce, and welcome to Positive Power 21 Network, where you get your positive on. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Positive Power 21.org, Internet Radio.
Have you found yourself weary with love or longing for passion? Come ride a trail of romance along with author Anushree, as she delivers a tale of pure erotic romance. Soulmates, the meaning of twin flames, is sure to be a tantalizing book full of excitement and something that most think is extinct: true love. Two people, different lives, a chance encounter, secrets that will leave you wanting more. As Shayna and Dervin unite true love's flames. Get ready for the love in you to be awakened with soulmates, meaning of twin flames. True love is waiting and will come when you least expect it. Find Author Sanushe on Facebook.com/Author Sanushe or Twitter.com/Author Sanushe. Are you ready for soulmate? They're ready for you.
Hey, have you ever heard of vaginas talk? Have you ever had a conversation with your vagina? If you haven't, you're missing out on one hell of a conversation. This is Purple Barbie, the author of This Is Your Vagina, The Vagina is Where the Heart Is. Join me on a quick adventure as one woman reclaims her life by releasing her past and reestablishing her future, all with the help of the one who knows her the best. You can call her V.
Are you looking to vacation soon? Let Roberts Travel Services help you reach your travel needs. We specialize in group travel, honeymoon, girlfriend getaways, mission trips, and more. You can reach us at 404-939-6638. You can email us at robertstravelservices@gmail.com and on the web at www.robertstourismservices.com, and look us up on Facebook at Roberts Travel Services.
What's stopping you from making more, having more, and being more? Hi, I'm Helen McMillan. I'm a success coach. I can help you shift into your $1 million zone of joyful success. Be your most magnetic, confident, and powerful self. The first step is to get my free ebook, 7 Simple Ways to Shift into Your $1 Million Zone. Go to www.yourmilliondollarzone.com and download it now.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us, and welcome to Positive Power 21.org. I am JRLive. When it's all positive, it's all power. That's Positive Power. And today's sponsors are, all right, just one today, y'all. My new show, He Said, She Said. We're going to be having another one coming in September. We just released one in August, on August 15th. You can find it out on replay, so visit Spreaker.com/positivepower21.org. And we want to thank our sponsors for helping us out with positivepower21.org. All right. And tonight, y'all, we're having a special guest. That's right. Her name is KALIYA Knight, and she's the author of This Ain't a Love Story, Rock City. It's available on Kindle, and I believe it's available in paperback. We'll ask when we get her on board. I don't have a bio on her, but we're going to find out all we need to know as soon as we bring her on. But this book is definitely a rocking book. I've been checking out her reviews. She got 5 stars going across the board. People are saying job well done. I don't want to give up a spoiler. I was so happy that Rockwell finally got out Lorenzo, whatever it was, but the drama. And they said I was reading 2 books at the same time, and I was glued to this one because it was full of drama, love, street, and it's truly not a love story. It's okay. It's truly not a love story in the end. All right, so whatever that means, we'll find out from her, from the mouth of the author. All right, welcome aboard, Miss Knight. How you doing tonight?
I am doing good. Thank you for having me. How are you?
You're welcome. Oh, I'm doing fine. And I think you did send us a bio, didn't you?
Yeah, I sent it last minute. I'm a procrastinator.
All right, that's right. You did send us a bio. It was pretty long, too. I remember now. It says here, hailing from Long Beach, California, KALIYA KNIGHT is young, newbie author. Don't let the title fool you. Her debut, Rock City, a crazy hood love story, is currently rocking the bestsellers list. And following that, Rock City 2, This Ain't a Love Story, can hold its own, bringing that tap-out type of sex and even more drama to the street lit world. Rock City 3, Tricks with Motive, will do no less than bring the love and the pain this fall 2014. And KALIYA is already working on a hood vampire novel called Envy. Ain't no stopping a chick that grew up with a dyslexia, who didn't even enjoy picking up a book until the age of 8. Passing up on the nursery rhymes, KALIYA went straight to the Babysitter's Club novels and the Olsen twins from the big screen adaptation to books. She was a certified hustler at 10, slanging FUBU in the likes of Long Beach projects and at school, Christian school, coupon shopper, mama of 2, baby kids, Black Love and Taboo. Helps with the anger. Oh, Taboo. You got me.
Taboo.
I remember that.
You got me wrong.
I used to teach Taboo. How did I forget that word?
I love Taboo.
Yeah, so you still rocking it, huh? All right.
I still am.
That's right. Keep the body tone. That's right. All right. I love that cover. This ain't a love story, Rock City 2. So you rocking the bestseller list, huh? All right.
Yeah, I'm staying up there trying to stay there, and it's hard.
That's right. You're on JRLive. We're going to help you out because that's all we do is we rock the airways. We definitely rocking it, and we're going to help you out.
Thank you.
That's right. Just play this interview, and people get to know you. And that's what it's for, to get to know the author. Sometimes people, they get to love your books and everything, but they kind of want to know a little bit about the author. We're going to find out if they have opportunities to meet you, if you're going places, events, those kind of things. So right now, could they tell us a little bit more about yourself, something that wasn't read, something that a lot of people don't know about that you'd like to share, and let's have fun getting to know you tonight, okay? It's all about you.
All right. So I kind of like to compare myself to Rocky from my stories line. So I had myself a little Rico when I was a teenager. Like I said in my bio, I used to sell clothes and jewelry and all kind of stuff just so I could stick around my dude. But it just didn't end the same way as the storyline. Everybody's like, Rico and Rocky need to stay together. And I'm like, oh, shoot, that ain't how we ended up, so.
No wrong with that. So now we know you're a writer. What's some of the things that you like to do, for fun other than write? I know you don't spend every waking moment writing, but what are some things you like to do, that we like to know about?
Yeah, so no, writing, I love writing, but I like to do Taibo, as I said. It keeps me grounded because I can get real angry. So I'll kick and punch and I'll just put all my energy into just that moment instead of all day just going off on everybody. But so I got 2 little toddlers, and I just hang out with them and take them to the park and stuff. And I work with teenagers.
Crazy teenagers, you said?
Crazy teenagers that just want to cuss you out, and I can't cuss them out, so. But I definitely know how to go head to head with them.
So what's that, like a girls' group home or something?
I work with boys and girls, foster kids. They're like, damn, we hate you. We hate all y'all, and y'all is a-holes. And I'm like, oh, yes, they all are a-holes, but I'm not. So I kind of I just slowly pull them in because they see everybody as the enemy. And I'm like, I'm not your enemy.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough for them, I'm not sure how much love you can show them. You guys got to be professional with, with the law being the way it is, who knows if you guys can even give them a hug, because everybody needs to be hugged. And it's rough, because I go into school. I work in the high schools as a mentor, and mostly the athletes, but I work with second chance kids too, so I know what you're going through in somewhat, because most of those kids are from group homes where I mentor at, but they good kids. We try to keep them engaged.
Yeah, so, they are good kids. It is just like underneath a bunch of hurt and pain and just distrust, so it just takes a while, but when you break through and you can change them, well, not change them, but let them be them instead of trying to be somebody rough and tough and big grown 18-year-old boys 7 feet tall. You just work with them and care for them, so that's what I do.
That's right. Good for you. All right. Now, how you started out in writing? That's what I like to know. How did you get started? I mean, did you start out as an avid reader? How you
No. So like I said, I was dyslexic. Everything I do in life, everything I do is just like late and slow, and so I with writing, I don't know, I was reading, I kind of read a little bit. So I read people's books, and I'm like, this ain't the way I want this book to go. This ain't the way I want it to end. And this ain't how I would do this or how I would do that. So one day I just started writing for myself. I didn't have a job, and I knew writing wouldn't be like a paycheck, but it helps. And it was just something to do, because it's depressing trying to find a job when you've been out of work for a while.
Yeah, that's right. So now your book is available in paperback. I think I see it. I'm looking at it now on Amazon. I think your book.
Yeah, it just came out in paperback. I haven't even touched the copy yet. I'm all excited. Both of them came out at the same time. They're on Amazon to buy in paperback right now. And then I have paperback copies. I'm going to post them on Facebook and Twitter and wherever I can post them so I can get I got to hustle.
That's right. Time
I got to post them all over.
And now that you have paperbacks, do you have any events planned? Because I know, I'm not sure what's going on now. Like, where you from anyway?
Long Beach. Yeah,
Long Beach, California. Okay. So what's going on out there? I know there's a lot of stuff been going over on the East Coast. I know we have a few book events. We just had one Friday. Miss Patricia Johnson gave something out in Maryland, out in Baltimore County somewhere. And we have Baltimore Book Fest coming up. We have, I think it's called Creatures and Mystery Creator Writers is coming up through Intrigue Publishing. I think they call that C3. I forgot what the other C was. And then I think Washington, D.C. may be having one coming up also in September. And then, we got a few things coming up. So what's going on out there for you?
Well, the West Coast don't have it like the East Coast when it comes to the books. I've been on vacation, and I've been to Atlanta, and that's about as big as I've ever seen when it comes to book fairs and book stuff. And then I heard about the Harlem Book Fair this summer, and I'm all like just jealous because we ain't got it like that yet. We don't really have it like that. We do have a Los Angeles Expo, but they charge you like an arm and a leg and a toe and a foot and just to get a table. But I just got my books yet, so maybe next year I'm going to pray to God and take me over there and sell some books.
That's right. Yeah, you're going to look at how the weekends are rolling, because I really believe I'm going. I keep saying every day I'm going to check and I forget. But I remember years ago, around 07, 08, Baltimore and D.C. used to like back-to-back weekends. So if you decide to stay out here for the whole week, you got a chance to experience two big book festivals. So I'm going to have to check that out. For next year, because they tend to have them around the same time all the time. Baltimore always have it the same time. Right when school is already in session, I think 2 weeks after Labor Day, they doing it. So I'm going to have to check that date.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be there interviewing people, and look, I don't even know what weekend it is.
You got to get on the internet and check. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do this time next year. I'm going to have Googled a whole bunch of book fairs. I'm going to at least been to 1 or 2.
That's right. Yeah. You got to get your money worth. Right. You fly out here. You better make it work for you, right?
You know what? If I fly out there and they try to charge me for a table, I'm going to stand just in the parking lot.
That's right. On a crate.
I'm going to stand there just, get this book. It's cheaper.
I'm not even sure what they charge. I might have to find it out. I don't think it's that bad because I know I never heard anybody complain about what Harlem Book Festival, and those people are inside of, they got real nice booths now with covering and everything. Really nice.
Oh, that's
like
nice.
A tent. Yeah, and I saw that this year at Baltimore's Artscape. They had some authors that were here and artists, and they were inside these little look like tents. Really nice. Yeah. So that's,
I gotta check that out.
Check it out because I know I heard that Patricia Johnson, she gave an event, I think it was African American Book Festival, was this past Friday and Saturday, and someone was telling me she was only charging around $125 for a table, and some people share tables. So they just show you they're not trying to rob you out here. They want to see good participation and see your authors have an opportunity to move some books. That's what it's all about, helping each other, right?
That's what it's all about.
All right. So you got 2 little toddlers. So what's the ages of your toddlers?
I got a 3 and 4-year-older.
Oh, back to back, huh?
Back to back. I wanted them to be cool. I wanted them to be like, when we get to high school, we're going to roll through. And we're going to keep each other safe, keep the boys away. Probably not going to keep the boys away, but I guess they'll be the magnet together.
Yeah, they say, as long as they get along, right? That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes sisters have problems sometimes getting along. All right. That's good for you. Good for you and your family, all right? And hopefully your girls are growing up nice and healthy and safe and everything. That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we can ready to start off with a commercial, and then we come back. We're going to talk about your books. How you like that?
I like that. Love that.
All right. All right, hold tight. Take a 33-second timeout. All right.
Are you ready to discover your spiritual potential? This is Lane Cobb, spiritual wellness coach and owner of Straight Talk Coaching for Women, your source for enlightened and empowered living, offering products and services to help busy women see who they really are so they can be who they really want to be. Contact us at www.straighttalkcoaching.com or call 443-756-8391 to empower your spirit and achieve your full potential.
All right, we're back. Thank you for holding tight, everybody. We're with KALIYA KNIGHT, Rock City. That's right, Rock City 2. This ain't a love story. All right, why this ain't a love story? There's killing and murdering and kidnapping in this book. Hey, what's going on?
There is no kidnapping. It's a bunch of this drama, and it's a young girl dealing with a gangster, and she's just like trying to figure out if he loves her. So she's just not really sure. So it's about 2 women and this young 20-year-older, and then this 30-something. Her auntie Lily is married to a gun dealer, and Marcel. Everybody that reads the book just hates Marcel, want to kill Marcel, but he's just like the worst man in the world to be married with. And then so she falls for someone that just she can die falling over. So and it just ends all kind of wrong. So
all kinds of wrong. So what's the main character's name?
The main character is the 20-year-older is Rockwell. She's just kind of young and a little naive, and you say you love her. She's a little bit, she might kind of be interested, but she's really in love with Rico, and he's a gangster, and he ain't the type that's going to tell her he loves her, but he's that type of bad, but somewhere in the middle of his heart he's good. So he's the type of person that anybody in the hood want to fall for, you know. But and then Lily is just the total opposite of Rockwell. She's like 30-something, never been in love, but married, and just going through the motions.
So what, you got a couple of stories going on at the same time with Lily and Rockwell? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I do. I have a couple of stories going on at the same time, kind of dealing with the young hood love, and then kind of dealing with Lily having like this little mindset where she thinks that dudes don't mean nothing, and she's just with Marcel because he can take care of her, he can support her, but he can't support her hard, and he ain't got the type of mentality to really actually care for her.
Oh, so Marcel. So what's Marcel's background like? You know, this guy. You know, because that's the husband, right? That's the husband.
That's the husband. He's Rockwell's uncle. So he's just like, he puts money over everything. Like when I said when I was younger and I used to sell jewelry and different cheap stuff when I was in the hood, he was like my uncle. But he's just like a dude that don't care about you. You can just think that he does, or even if you don't believe it, he'll just pretend. But he's sneaky, and if somebody got something, he want it.
Wow. So you say you have an uncle like that?
He's the uncle, but the real guy is based on my stepfather. He kind of like, he'll kind of joke with you, and then that's how when I was younger I didn't know like the difference between good and bad. He would say like these real crazy jokes, and I just kind of grew up a little crazy. And he was real kind of like jealous and kind of claiming like he owns you, and just crazy.
That's scary. Wow. All right, so you got Marcel, Lily. What's Lily's background? Pretty much the same.
Lily's background, yeah, she had her parents were on drugs, so she don't care too much for love really in the book. So towards the end, she's 30-something when she finally falls in love for the first time in her life, and before that, she's kind of like she doesn't even know that she's in a dysfunctional relationship with Marcel. So the dude that she's falling in love with, he's like, so this is how you and your husband interact. This is how y'all raise your kids. That's not going to go down if you with me. And she's like, boy, what you trying to check me or tell me what to do? And she doesn't really kind of know how life should be because she didn't really have parents like that.
Right. That's messed up. So she got to learn everything on her own.
She had to learn everything.
But that's the real world for a lot of these young ladies out here. That their parents is out there slinging the streets, and they're home raising their siblings on their own. So that's real life. So they don't really get a chance to learn anything about how to survive. No real parenting skills. But their parents say, well, nobody taught me. Somebody had to teach somebody, because I don't know. Everybody had big mama, granny in the house, teaching you how to do things right, how to work their kitchen, take care of your siblings, ironing. But I don't know. Somewhere it got disrupted. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Generations. Good. All right. So it's like very interesting, Kurt. Let's see what your customers are saying about your book. Now, you do have a lot of participation in your reviews. Now, did you pay these people, or they came out on their own because they wanted to support you, or they just like, no, we are our fans and we're going to support her? Is that the deal?
Yeah, that's the deal. Before I even put the book out, before I found a publisher, I was on Facebook. I wasn't on anything. Matter of fact, my Facebook came out like 2 weeks after my book, and I had other authors like you just came out of the blue, and I'm like, yeah, I just came out of the blue, right up on out of it, and then people just started messaging me, telling me what they thought about my book, and I'm like, can you please review it, because I got a whole bunch of y'all reading it, but y'all not reviewing it. So that's how I met people, and they tell me, like, I've gotten people telling me their stories when they read about these girls, Rockwell and how she's growing.
They telling their story, you say?
They're telling me their stories. I'm like, intimate stories. I'm that type of person. That Marcel was my stepfather, so I'm like disconnected, like Lily. I will not tell you my personal life for no reason, and I'm sitting here shocked, and just my communication skills are bad because that's the way I was raised. So I'm just sitting there like, oh, my God, you guys are telling me your stories and just feeling for them and understanding them, because that's what we all went through.
Yeah, I mean, especially, you put out a book that's like this and they see themselves or their lives or someone similar, they want to reach out to you, and that's what Facebook is all about, right? Social media. They want social.
Yeah, I did not know.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so surprising, and I enjoy it, and I got 1,000 friends on Facebook, because that's what they call them, right? Facebook friends. But I got a couple of them that I actually know, fans that I really, really know, and I'm just like, wow.
Wow, that is awesome. All right. That's what it's all about. Author engaging her customers, her fans, and that's what they like Facebook for. All right. Yeah. And, of course, sometimes they get a little too close to comfort, but I know, it comes with the territory now. All right, Miss Knight, this is what we're going to check out. What are they saying? I was reading 2 books. Well, we read that one earlier about one of your customers reading 2 books at the same time, but she got glued to yours because it's full of drama. So you caught her, huh? You caught her trying to peep 2 books at the same time. I do it all the time. And what happens? She got glued to your book. I don't do it. Oh, man, she loved your book. All right, now, one person says here, I loved it. I couldn't put it down. The author she definitely did her thing. It had me right on the edge. I didn't want to end. The chemistry between Rico and Rock was amazing. This just has to be a happy ending. Just when you thought you had it figured out, it wasn't what it seemed at all. I can't wait for part 3 to drop. So what you do to them in part 2? What did you do in this book?
I did bad things. They asked me after part 1 to just let Rico and Rockwell be together. And I'm like, that's not how my life ended. My Rico didn't make it. And I'm just sad. So part 2, I kind of try to pick it up. I had a little love story going, and they're just together. And she's like, why does Rico have so much money? And she doesn't know what he does, and she's hoping that he's not doing anything bad, because her Uncle Marcel is supposed to be the baddest dude in the hood. And if Rico is doing something, is hustling, and Marcel don't know, Marcel's going to get jealous.
Whoa,
so it's just like, so it kind of ends on kind of like a family issue, cause, but I don't want to give it away.
That's right. That's right. Now, one reader says, man, this book brought the heat. I can't wait for part 3. Part 2 kept me on the edge of my seat. I stayed up all night reading. I just finished it at work. Rockwell grew up so fast. I love her and Rico. Wow. So this guy, he even called himself Team Rico. So this person, Rico. Yeah, you kept this person up all night. He probably messed up at work.
I had one person review my book on the same day. I'm like, this is a full-length novel. I'm a little mad.
I know people,
like,
I mean, how many times you read a book, you couldn't put it down, you can't sleep, it's on your mind. You're like, oh, man, turn the night light on and just start the reading. I mean, that's what's going to happen when people say, I can't put this book down. I can't wait to part 3. That's what they're saying. So how do you feel? As an author, are you accomplishing what you want to do?
I'm over accomplishing what I want to do. I'm like over here in the corner asking Jesus for this and asking for that and saying, sorry, because I'm asking you for this and for that. And then he goes and gives it to me. He gave me number 1 for both of my books on the bestsellers list. And I was just like, I actually asked him for book 2 to be number 1. I was like, okay, I did my debut novel. It did pretty good. I made a couple of people jealous, and I got up there real good on the charts. And then I said, can you give me book 2 on the bestsellers list? So he said no. And he gave me book 1 on the bestsellers list. And about a week later, book 2 came on. I'm number 1 on the bestsellers list. And so both of them, they sat up there all nice and pretty, and I was excited. I've never been so excited in my life.
I bet. I know that was exciting. My question is, now, you know, you got the New York bestseller and you got Amazon bestseller. All right, so your goal right now is to hit Amazon because that's where your book being sold at, correct? Or other places.
One day
right.
I hope I get to New York.
That's right. So when you hit Amazon bestseller, what is that saying? Like, out of all the books that they have currently released, your book is in the top 10. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, in the top 10 in the category. So my book was number 1 in drama.
In drama.
So in whatever category you are, horror writer, erotica, you're number 1 in that category. You did a real good job.
All right. That is awesome, man. So, and Amazon is one of the, you know, the largest book distributors out here right now. You got a couple companies trying to home in on them. They do a fantastic job when it comes to keeping your accounting separate, and you know you can check it. I guess it's like a certain date they tell you when you can check, see how you rank. They give you ranking numbers and things like that. So, do you understand how they do business when it comes to analyzing book sales?
No, I go to my publisher does that. I just look at the bestsellers and hope. But I kind of understand like how my book rates out of the whole entire Kindle bookstore based on like the number that it's on, instead of the bestsellers list number, but the number of the actual book.
Good.
So.
All right. Now, who you published with?
I'm with Alana's Book Line.
Alana.
Founder is Aleta Williams.
Aleta Williams. I never heard of that company. You get the full contact.
We're coming up in the name of Jesus. We're getting better. Aleta is really, she's a diva with that pen, and she's really good. She's my mentor, and she taught me a couple of things, and
making it work.
Yeah, they become my family.
Like a family. So do you know how many authors that's under her publishing house?
I think at least, I don't know, maybe about 10. I like to get to know them personally. I got a couple of them in the group that I really, really enjoy, and we kind of like family oriented. But since we're a new and upcoming company, new authors are coming on.
Yeah. Now, is this company totally virtual or she has a physical office somewhere in the country?
I don't know. I haven't been to the office. I do need to meet them. I haven't met them, but.
So you guys are signing with virtual publishers online, like the contracts and everything, without like actually sitting down with them and.
Yeah, that's a lot of the street lit world. A lot of the street lit world is dependent on Kindle and Nook, and a lot of people that are reading hood books right now are electronic. So.
And why do you think that? You know, because people are still crying out that every time I interview people, they keep saying, "Oh, I love a good paperback book," but yet, like ebooks are like 18% of publishing sales right now and growing. So what do you think that's happening?
Well, we realize that ebooks are new, and paperback books been out since the beginning of books. And also, I think ebooks are coming up. The rate, I guess you have to look at statistics like how long did it take the paperback book? Oh, my gosh, I can't even really say those words. But how long did it take that to come up? Like, how many years did it take that to start growing as opposed to how long it's taken Kindle to take over? And so if somebody look at that, they will know. But these books, they have what people need. Read books in the nighttime. You can take them in the shower with you. Well, not in the shower. In the bathroom.
You got a waterproof iPhone. You can take it in there. Yeah, you got an OtterBox.
I don't want to take it in the shower. I'll take it in the bath.
Yeah, you're right. I was going to say, there's not that much reading going on.
Yeah, because I don't read that, but I watch television.
Well, because anyway. I'm getting a lot of authors saying now, because there's so many good books out there, so many good indie authors are starting to surface, that people are actually starting to turn their television off. I mean, they have their favorite shows, but they prefer to curl up with a good book. It's going to be winter soon. It's going to be cold out. Book sales going to be jumping. I mean, I think some people did pretty good this summer, considering we did have a pretty cool summer, not really hot summer. Keep you in the house. You were able to get out and go to festivals and amusement parks and have a good time,
You know what? I didn't even see it that way. I'm thinking people are on summer break, so they're reading more in the wintertime. They won't be reading. I just thought it's the whole opposite until you told me your opinion. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people. I mean, I just go by what people tell me. Like, some of them taking vacations, and the weather's just so pleasant that people are taking short trips and really enjoying themselves. Going to the beach. Now I don't think it's been hot enough to really play in the water, but you can still sit on the beach in the sun. Like it was like 82, 85 this past Saturday here. It felt really, really good. You could get out there. Like, I've been doing a little reading myself while sitting out there watching my son, team practice. So I get a chance to pull a few pages down during that 2 hours. And you're talking about 5-6 days a week. That's what we're doing. So, yeah. So people buying books. Like, I've purchased more books since this past month than any month, really. August. Yeah, because I'm about to go, do my little vacation thing. So, I'm loading up. I'm reading. I don't never really get a chance to finish books. I start them, and I say, okay, I'll get back to this.
Oh, no. Mustn't be that good if you can't finish it.
That's because of my job. I check out some. I like to check and see if this book is not introducing a whole bunch of errors in the first 3 paragraphs or whatever samples that they forward to me. So that's why it's like. And sometimes I enjoy it, and I say, I'm gonna buy this book, after checking out the sample. But then I read as much as I can, until something else happens. We wear many hats around here. Black radio. Well, anyway, this night has been so wonderful to have you. I know 45 minutes go by so fast. 40 minutes go by so fast, but it was great having you. But I want you to, any final thoughts you'd like to give our audience,
Yeah, I do. I just want to tell y'all this is the most that I ever say. The only thing that I just say, like, over and over again. Please review the book. I just ask every time. If I don't ever have to ask again and I just get 100,000 book reviews, I just love you all. But do check me out. My first book, Rock City, A Crazy Hood Love Story. I learned a lot, even from my reviews. They told me what to do, and, like, we don't like this, we don't like that. I laughed and I cried. Okay, I didn't cry. But I learned. and this ain't a love story, Rock City 2. I went harder, and just hope you check me out on Amazon and check me out on Facebook, Goodreads. I'm on Twitter, just got on there. And that's all I want to say, and thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure having you. I'm just so glad that I guess when I found your bio too. Of course you gave it to me, but I found it on the author page on Amazon. But look, everybody, go out there and check her out. She already told you she's a bestseller, so obviously she must write very well, and people enjoying her because all they're saying is, great read, can't wait for the next one. So all that's going to do is keep pushing Rock City out to its fifth edition, huh? Is that what's going to happen?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to just keep going on and on. But if people keep asking, then I'm gonna do it.
All right. Well, before I let you go, because I don't have anybody coming up next, I just got some homework to do. But just want to know, any plans of you doing another genre? I think you did mention in your bio you're looking at doing a vampire piece? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Envy. So I just wrote that. I'm going to send it over to a friend of mine and tell me, so she can say, ooh, or ooh, it's good. But just let me know how she feels about it. So I hope to have that out in a couple of months. But Rock City 3, Tricks with Motive, will be out in September, and I'm so happy about that.
Oh, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? That's right. We got to promote you. Now, the vampire piece, is that going to be a sexy horror book or?
It's going to be more sexy than horror. So I was missing Vampire Diaries this summer since it's all in the summertime, and I'm like, I'm going to write my own vampire book about black people. So that's what I did. I tried to make it erotica, so we shall see. But
so you know enough about vampires that you can write a sexy story about them and still make them seem like, the crazy freaks that they are?
Yes.
You must have loaded up on it. I mean, True Blood was crazy enough. I didn't get a chance to
I love True Blood at the beginning, but they went left field.
Yeah, so. I know. They did. They got a little too out there for me. Did Spacemen ever landed? Did they ever land, the Spacemen?
I got to season 3 when they got to the werewolf.
Yeah, well, I'm just joking because I mean they had everything else on there, fairies and crazy monsters and names we never heard of. I mean,
yeah, they went a little too far. I just need the vampires. I don't really need the witches. I could do without the witches.
Yeah, that was crazy. The fairies and something. Well, I mean, people got creative minds, think outside the box, right?
Yeah.
Be innovative.
I love the creativity, but sometimes it ain't for everybody.
All right. Well, we be looking for Envy right now. She's rocking Rock City hard. So support her, ladies and gentlemen. This is JRLive, PositivePower21.org. That was KALIYA KNIGHT. Check her out, Rock City 2. This ain't a love story. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us and continue to listen to us on replay. Hit replay now. Go out to Spreaker.com/PositivePower21. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Positive Power 21 Network. Team 21 would like to thank you all for tuning in, and please spread the word and tell a friend. This is Jerry Royce at Positive Power 21, where we get our positive on. Yeah, we get our positive on. Thank you, KALIYA.
PositivePower21.org, Internet Radio.
That's right, everybody. Don't forget, if you want the good stuff, listen to PositivePower21.org. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. We out.